Hey rockers, welcome here on the Rock Castle in this beautiful hall. And I have here one and only Tobias Sammet from Avantasia. Welcome here, man. Welcome here.
Well, thanks for having me here. Look at all the beautiful pictures I've painted for you.
Oh yeah. So man, tell me, before I'm talking to you before your show, so tell me, are you nervous? Are you excited? Excited? What are your emotions? Tell me. What do you feel right now?
No, I'm not nervous. We've done our homework, so no, it's a show. I'm excited, of course, to go on stage. It's the first show in the Czech Republic on this tour, or if you call it a tour. So no, I'm just looking forward to it. Very well rehearsed, very well prepared. Got a great band, great singers down there. So nothing can go wrong, except from the weather, but that's not... If you can change anything about something, you shouldn't worry about it.
I understand. Okay, so tell me, what can we expect from Avantasia today? Do you have something special, or have you prepared anything special?
Of course, we are something special. We are something special. Now, no, when you prepare some special things for a show, and you want to make something really extraordinary just for one particular show, usually you screw up. So you should be well rehearsed. You should do what you can do best. I think we're going to play 18 or 19 songs, something like that. It's a long set. We got great singers. The whole show is special. I mean, we've got so many singers, so many great songs, and yeah, there's not many bands with, I don't know, 6, 7 lead singers, something like that. So the whole show is a gimmick. You know, other bands have special monsters and special fireworks. We have 7 singers, so that's our gimmick, and yeah, it's going to be a special show. Every Avantasia show is special. You should know.
I see. And as you said that this show is going to be special, so was there any special preparation, or is it some special preparation required to like this show?
Not really. I mean, after 2.5 years of what had happened in the past 2.5 years, it was we set up a rehearsal. I mean, the band had rehearsed before. The musicians, the instrumentalists. I mean, we singers are musicians too. So sometimes we are, sometimes not. And we went to the first rehearsal with everybody, and I felt like this is so special. I felt like it was surreal. I had my job back, and of course we did a big rehearsal for it. We did, like, I think 3 days of dress rehearsal with everybody, with a stage and with the whole show, and we said, okay, I'm gonna come from here, you're gonna come from there, so to get the whole thing going. But I think at this point in our career, after I think 23 years of Avantasia, and we've been playing live for 14 years now, it really, everybody knows what to do, and we have rehearsed, of course, which I hope you will notice later on when we play. Sometimes people don't notice we have rehearsed because we're a spontaneous band, and sometimes things do go wrong. But yeah, it's nothing that it's not like you specially work hard for that one particular show. We rehearsed for the whole tour, and I think we are well prepared. So yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see you down there on the stage, definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be
magic.
Great.
It will be magic, I know about it.
I
can feel it in my bones right now.
Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. I can feel it too.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great for furniture. Oh, never mind.
Great furniture.
Yeah.
I don't know the word either.
It's okay, it's okay. And do you have some special ritual before you hit the stage, like summoning the devil or have a glass of red wine?
Yeah, exactly those things. Summoning the devil and having a glass. I know.
Do you have the number for the devil? I would like to
yeah, I'm going to call him. You know, no, we don't really have special rituals. It is really funny because Eric Martin of Mr. Big, he is American, and they have different kinds of rituals. And he said, "Oh, you should be like the captain. You should call everybody together, and we should go like, hey, yeah, tonight we're going to have a great show." And we always take the piss out of it because I never do it. It's just like, okay, everybody go on stage, and it's almost a ritual now that every time before we go on stage, I say, okay, and Eric comes and says, hey, Toby wants to tell you something. Yeah, everybody, let's go. We have work to do. and it's so Eric would love us to have a ritual and go together like a football team. Okay, now we're gonna kick ass. I'm not that person. I know we all know what to do, and usually it's just like everybody's joking around. This is so spontaneous, the whole thing. At one time in our career, I have to say, we were advised to have an advisor to tell us what to do on stage and how we should appear on stage, and it was a disaster. We sent the guy home. He was very nice, but we said we are not the band to do that. We are chaotic. We are a band. We enjoy playing. We enjoy to do what we do. We don't need any of that artificial stuff, you know. We're not a gala band. So there's no rituals, no plans. We have a guideline. It's called the set list. And apart from that, it's freestyling. Everybody does whatever he wants to do. And you can feel and you can sense it. It's not choreographed like a Broadway show. It's rock and roll. It's chaotic, but still it's epic in its own right. And that's what I like about it. It's very spontaneous.
That's how rock stage it should look, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't like. I mean, of course, some bands like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, they are doing it very well. They're telling stories as well on stage, and they're setting up the stage, and they have the fireworks, and everybody knows where to stand. In Avantasia, it's chaotic. You go like, oh, where the fuck is Ronnie? Oh, he's over there. Everything is spontaneous, and you can sense it, and the audience loves it, and that's what I like about it as well.
Let's talk about your upcoming album, Paranormal Evening with the Moonflower Society. So, how does it go? Was everything according to your plan, or do you have some memorable, do you have something most memorable moment? Do you have some?
The whole album production was very weird, I have to say. It was relaxed in a way, but of course, while I was producing the album, I had built a new studio, a new recording studio, and right before the pandemic hit, and all of a sudden the whole world kind of was locked down, and nobody knew how it would go on and how it would continue on, if we'd ever play live again, what the record industry would look like after the pandemic. It's not over. Everybody knows. But it was a weird production in that sense, but to me, I have to say, I also enjoyed. I'm a musician that loves to write and create when the world is sleeping. I'm a night person. I love the moon. I'm not a person that enjoys being in the spotlight. It sounds stupid, but it is that way. I don't like the daylight. I don't like the world of the bold and the beautiful. I like to work at night on my own. And all of a sudden I felt like the whole world was shut down. It was eternal night. It was like I had all the time in the world. There was no rush. There was no plans. For 25 or almost 30 years, I always had plans and I always had a schedule to follow. And all of a sudden there was no schedule because the record industry, nobody was in a hurry. Everything was fucked. And I kind of enjoyed working like that because I said, like, I'm not in a rush because everything is fucked. I have all the time in the world. And it sounds stupid because I know a lot of people suffered, and I don't want to sound ironic or something, but really I enjoyed being able to work without a rush.
It's totally different lifestyle, as I can hear.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're on your own, you're in your basement creating music, and you say, oh, it doesn't matter if if the record is finished next week or 2 months from now or 1.5 years from now, because there's no market, there's no rush, there's no plans. Record companies, they always have plans. But this time God was laughing about their plans. Life did not allow any plans, and I enjoyed it that way. For the first time in my life, I had no rush, nothing.
That was totally nicely said.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
It's true.
Beautiful. Okay, and let's talk about it a little bit, about the upcoming album. Is it somehow connected with the previous one, with Moonglow?
In a way it is. In a way it is connected to the Moonglow album, but I approached it more freely. It was more of a free process because I wanted, it is a conceptual world that the whole album is placed in, and it's a framework around it, but still I wanted to have individual songs. I wanted to put even more of my own personal feelings, experiences, imagination in each song. And so I think it's a connection to the Moonglow album. I think so, but it's not that it's like a movie and you have to watch those 2 movies in a row to understand a story or something like that. It's a conceptual album, but it's not a narrative story. It's individual songs that belong in one world.
And I would like to ask you who participated in singing on the new album. From release a single.
I cannot tell you yet. I don't know when this is going to be broadcast, but I cannot tell you yet. I mean, of course, obviously, it's Floor Jansen of Nightwish. She's new in the Avantasia family. Ralph Shapers is new in the Avantasia family. Bob Catley, you've heard it. I can tell you that some of the people I share the stage with tonight are going to be on the album. But Ralph Shapers is just warming up. He sounds like an air raid siren. I don't know if you've heard it, but
I heard it. I definitely heard it.
Somebody was. It sounded like, no offense, I thought somebody was slaughtering a pig, but it was Ralph Shapers actually warming up.
Yeah, it's a really powerful voice, man.
He's very powerful. He's a scream machine, and he knows it. But
well, I must say the song where he's singing. It's totally kicking ass, man.
Thank you very much. He did a great job. He did a great job. And I had Ralph in mind for that song. When I wrote it, I wrote the song and I thought, there's only one person who can sing it like that. It's Ralph Shapers. And I called him immediately and I said, Ralph, I have a song for you to sing. If you want to be part of Avantasia, please do it. If you don't want to be part of Avantasia, please do it anyway. Because there's no one else who could sing the song. So please do it. Yeah, and he was just like, okay, send me the song. I can check it out. He said, okay, it's going to take a week or something like that. I sent it to him to do it in his own studio. And he said it's going to take a week. And I sent it to him in the evening of one day. And he sent it back 11 o'clock in the morning the next day. He had finished the whole track because he thought, I was so excited. He told me he was so excited about the song. He had to do it right away. And that's always a very, very good sign if somebody's so excited about it. And he felt a connection immediately. He did a great job.
Okay, so is there any singer or musician you want to collaborate with, but you had no chance yet?
Yeah, there was Meat Loaf, I have to say, and of course it didn't work and it's not going to work. I really wanted to work with Meat Loaf on the Ghost Lights album already. Mystery of Blood Red Rose was a song I wrote for him. It was, I hoped he would do it, and the management got the song and they were into the idea, but then for some reason they turned it down because he had different plans, and now of course it's not possible anymore. There are some people I would like to work with, but I never try to I try to not approach it, and I don't approach it like a trophy collection. I want to create music, and I need the right voices to sing duets with me on my songs, and I think I have such a great team around me at this point. So it's not that I'm missing something. There are singers that I would love to work with if it happens. I mean, it's been almost a running joke. I've always wanted to work with Bruce Dickinson, but Rod Smallwood told me straight, it's not going to happen. He said Bruce is going to be working with Iron Maiden, a solo stuff as well, his solo stuff, but nothing else. So yeah, it's not going to work. But as I say, it's not a trophy collection. I just want to create my songs, and I want to work with the people who fit those songs, and I'm very happy. There's so many songs I think I have in me that I still can do with the people I have in my working environment that I have worked with before. So right now I don't see the need to really bring it. It's not like so many rock operas or conceptual projects. They need singers to show off and to bring attention to the band. I feel at this position and in our career and in my career, I don't need that anymore. I really want to work with the people who do the songs justice, who fit well. There may be some people I've not worked with yet, but who will come to my mind. But it's not like, as I said, a trophy collection.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Well, we are running out of time, but I have last question, quick question. How does it feel when you hear a crowd singing your song along with you? What's the feeling?
It's great. You feel like it. I mean, I'm a lead singer, and lead singers have lead singer's disease, LSD. We're all in need of attention. Obviously, that's why we dress like idiots, as you can say. I don't know, it's really great. You feel rewarded and you feel thankful. You're in your studio for such a long time and you're thinking up all these melodies and songs, and you produce, and endlessly you're on your own like a hermit sitting at home. And all of a sudden you go on a stage and you feel you're getting something back. It's the reward from the audience, and of course it makes you feel very grateful, and it's a great feeling. You get something back, and down the line, that's the key of being a musician. You feel the energy of the audience. Playing live, that's the real deal. I like to compose, I like to produce, I love it. It's therapy for me, but when you go on stage and you get the reaction, that's what it's all about. That's the main thing about being a musician.
Beautiful. So, guys, it was Tobias Sammet from Avantasia. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Nice to talk with you.
Thank you. Same goes.